All right, boys and girls, this is part 2 of your online learning today. I believe, scholars, that I have recorded this video about 3 or 4 times, so be patient with me. The devil is busy. Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and I don't mind doing it in front of you, scholars. All right, so these are things that you just have to do sometimes when the devil is trying to stop you from doing something. That is great. However, I want you to go ahead and pause this video, boys and girls, and I want you to retrieve your spelling list 20 while Miss Kenny do so as well. Spelling list 20 looks like this. All right. Don't forget, boys and girls, we are concentrating on the special sound or the long sound I. The long sound I. One rule in learning the long sound A and I that I have told you is that when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first one says its own name and the second one is silent, like in 5. In 5, I hear I've, and the E is silent. Again, I hear I've, and the E is silent. All right. I want you to, again, pause this video and go ahead and say your spelling list 20 aloud. Pause the video and go ahead and say list 20 aloud. Also on Friday, I had the opportunity to introduce to you your high frequency words as well as your oral vocabulary words. I was so excited to show you the materials that I had picked up, and we're going to go over them once more today. What I would like for you today is just say them, spell them, say them. So I'm going to hold them up and you're going to practice saying them, spelling them, and saying them. Are you ready? We are going to start with your high frequency words. The first one is green. Green. Say it, spell it, say it. If you have to pause the video to do so, by all means, do what you need to do, scholars. Grow. Grow. Pretty, pretty. Should, should. Together, together. And I want to go ahead and apologize virtually that I accidentally spelled the word together wrong. It had been a long day, but no excuse. I want to go ahead and correct my mistakes. Together. Together, together. I apologize again. And you say it, spell it, and say it as well, scholars. Always try to correct your mistakes when you notice them. Water, water. And those were all of your high frequency words. I also introduced your oral vocabulary words to you. As I read my story to you on Friday, some of the words we defined and some of them we didn't. So today I am going to say the words and give the definition. I want you to say the word and give the definition behind me. If you need to pause the video to do so, go ahead and do that, scholars. The first word is going to be bloom. Bloom. When flowers open, they bloom. Grasped. Grasped. Grasped means held tightly. Grasped. Assist. Assist. Assist means to help. Assist. Spied. Spied. Spied means noticed or saw. Sprout. Sprout. When seeds sprout, they begin to grow. Sprout. All right, boys and girls, make sure again that you have said those words and their definitions. Make sure you have said those words and their definitions. Your assignment regarding those words, boys and girls, is page 187. It is located in your packet. You are to read and spell the words in the box, complete each sentence, and use one of the words in those boxes. The words in the box is green, grow, together, should, pretty, and water. You have 6 sentences to complete. Upload this after you have completed it and send it to me as a picture. All right, boys and girls, we're going to move right on along to reading. Your reading objective today is for, All right, I'm going to be more accurate this week, so I'm going to do what I need to do to be accurate, boys and girls. All right. Your objective today in reading is to identify real-life connections between words and their use. Identify real-life connections between words and their use. Your assignment is the Big Yucca Plant. You are to read the story, which is only located online. The Big Yucca Plant. The Big Yucca Plant. You have a list of web addresses that you have to choose from. I want to say that the website is my.education.com. That is our Wonders program. I don't want to quote anything wrong, but you have a list of websites that you may go to look up, to go to Wonders and read the story, The Big Yucca Plant. And I'll show you what the story book look like. The Big Yucca Plant. Last week we learned that the story we read was in fact a play, boys and girls. It was a play. And we learned that a play is something that is to be performed, and it's also a dialogue. And dialogue is where people are talking to each other in a setting. When people are talking to each other in a setting. So the Big Yucca Plant is also a play as well. You're going to be able to answer the essential question, how do plants change as they grow, by reading this story. After you have read this story, I want you to look in your reading and writing companions. I'm only using the calendar to explain where I'm getting this information from. I will also make you a to-do list, but it says you are to log on to my.mheducation.com, read the Big Yucca Plant, and complete the reading and writing companion pages 54 through 57. I got that straight from the calendar on Monday. Okay? Unfortunately, that story is only online, but you have a list of websites that you can go to that will make it easy to access. Some people have already accessed their Wonders program to look at things that are coming forth, and I advise you to go ahead to look ahead. I also uploaded some games and stuff that kids can play regarding present and past tense verbs, as well as I stuck a little bit of plural nouns in there for review. And you may also go on iexcel.com and review some of the information with your child. All right, so the last thing I want to tell you about in reading is to take note of this reading fluency paper. I want to mention once again, you don't have to send me the picture of every day that you do your reading fluency. Only when you get to the reading 6. Only to the 6th reading, you are to send this to me. So I think that'll be Thursday, assuming that we all started on Thursday. So that's Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yes, and Thursday. Once we get to this Thursday, that's when you take a picture and upload this. And I can't wait to see how many words you have read per minute with you and your family. That is all for reading. I hope you enjoyed the story, The Big Yucca Plant. That is all for reading. We're moving on to language. In language, boys and girls, we are talking about present tense verb. We know that verbs are action words. Verbs are something that you do. We also learned that some verbs are mental, that only happens in your mind. Like, I believe in God. That's the word believe is a verb. It's something that I do, but it happens in my mind. I hope everything is okay with you today. The word hope is a verb. It's something that you do, but it only happens in your mind. And then you have those action verbs, things that you physically do. You write on a paper, you draw a picture, you talk to your friends, you are watching your teacher on this video right now. I am talking to you. Those are verbs that we can actually physically see with our eyes being done. I want to add something. You learned about present tense verbs. Present tense verbs are verbs that are used to tell what is happening right now. Present tense verbs are words that tells what is happening right now. Most present tense verbs add an S on the end. Again, most present tense verbs add an S on the end, like cooks, barks, talks. My mom cooks dinner every night. The dog barks really loud in my ear. She talks on the phone an awful lot. Those words have an S on the end. Those words have an S on the end. So what is a verb? Pause the video and tell a family friend what a verb is. What is a present tense verb? And when do you use a present tense verb? Pause this video and tell someone what a present tense verb is and how do you know it's a present tense verb. And the last question I want to ask you, what does a verb sit in between? What does a verb sit in between? If you said two nouns, you were correct. The dog barked outside. The noun is dog and outside. What did the dog do? Bark. All right, so boys and girls, that will end your lesson for today. I am going to put a link in your portfolio that will allow you to go and review present tense verbs. And is there anything else I assigned for you to do? Nope. I just want you to review present tense verbs to refresh yourself for tomorrow. I think that is all for your spelling, reading, and language. Boys and girls, you have a good one, and I'll see you to give you your math and your science.